With me today is Mornè Stoltz, Head of Business Insurance at MiWay. Mornè, welcome to the TruckX show. You're an expert in business insurance, and you've got some interesting insights into how to manage hidden risks associated with trucking. Tell us, from the insurance perspective, what do you consider to be the biggest risks facing commercial fleets?
MiWay is very excited to participate in TruckX for the first time. So let's talk about risks. So we've got this ongoing challenge with truck hijackings. It's estimated that in the last fiscal that up to 3 billion rand was allocated in claims to hijacking specifically, and that's a combination of the actual truck asset and trailer, as well as the goods in transit. So that's certainly an ongoing challenge for us to solve. We have partnered with Track as our fleet management provider, and hopefully in that new collaboration we could find long-term solutions to limit truck hijackings, and hopefully especially if you're a MiWay client. Another challenge that I see is, especially with single drivers and owner drivers, is that they're largely underinsured. We see that when these guys claim and the associated or subsequent losses post the actual core event, could leave them overexposed. And that's very important for these owners of fleets and trucks and owner drivers to understand what they're in for. And when they're selecting covers, they need to be very careful in selecting the right insurance and that they're covered for the right perils.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds very, very interesting. I mean, 3 billion rand in a fiscal on hijackings, that's a considerable amount of money. In the event of a vehicle breakdown or accident, what's your advice to transport operators in terms of the insurance cover they should have? What hidden costs could they be liable for?
So I think, again, using a owner-driver or a single truck owner as an example, most of these guys don't have access to mobile mechanics. So if they're in the outlying areas and they get broken down, they're really at the mercy of the local mechanics and towing companies. These guys' rates vary. They can charge what they want. If these guys don't participate on a panel with an insurer, they can really be in for a big bill. Right. That's just from a breakdown point of view. In the event of an accident, these guys are also responsible for cleaning up, getting the wreck removed, those type of things. So, we've got that covered, for MiWay clients. So breakdown is automatically included in your insurance policy, and the client's also got the option to increase or buy up his insurance cover as well. For that to be tailor-made to his needs as well.
Would that be per load carried, or would it run over an annual basis?
It varies. We basically work it on an annual basis, and that probably works best for client. He'll understand what his exposure is over an annual, and it depends on how many trucks he has. So typically, we try and push an annual limit.
Yeah, but it is possible to insure one particular load, for instance.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. From an insurance perspective, do you consider South Africa's roads to be less dangerous now than they were, say, a year ago? Or is that wishful thinking?
I think that's a very interesting question. We see a lot of roadworks as we travel the major routes. My opinion, and we can also see from the accident losses coming through our books, that road conditions are still a big challenge, especially on the outlying regions and the routes that trucks travel on. So I think I'll leave that one open for debate.
Mornè, thanks for taking the time to be with us today. And for those of you attending TruckX, I'd recommend a visit to the MiWay display. You could learn a lot about the benefits of having the right insurance cover. See you there. Cheers.